Hello, you guys. How is everyone doing? I'm gonna let you all start getting the notifications. Y'all, Victoria's Secret's got a it's $25 bras. They got panty sale. Hey, the Black Barbie. I came on a little bit early, about minutes. Hey, your trust towing. Waiting for other people to get the notifications. Tom Brandy. Tom Brady jumps off yacht, copies daughter on vacation. Hey, Miss Shan. How y'all doing today? It is officially the holiday weekend. It is officially the holiday weekend. Oh, so when we get off of here, we going into the platinum. I got some more tea. Oh, so y'all remind me, like at the 2 hour mark. What time? It's 6 o'clock. I've been going to bed early. I think maybe it's because I be so tired now. I don't know if it's because of them injections. I don't eat as much as I was like, but I've been losing that weight though. I was able to get into my, y'all know, I was bad about wearing short dresses. I wore one of them today. I was able to get back in it. Hey, Gray Face. Hey, Keita. Hey, Bridge HPT2. So at the 2 hour mark, I'm gonna try and get off. Y'all know how we do it over here, though, so that I can get in the platinum. But even if I'm making me some coffee right now, I'm making some coffee, and it's good and black, so I should have energy. Oh, I gotta edit a show, so I gotta. He said Diddy should be asking for protection until sentencing. You think somebody want to try to take him out? Yeah, happy early 4th of July to everybody. I know this is a holiday weekend for a lot of people. So today is like just about everybody's Friday. Okay, you guys, I want to talk about the Chicago drill rapper, the massacre that happened down there in Chicago. Mellow, was it Mellow Males? Um, yeah. I want to talk about did he really get, has he really gotten away? Okay. And Memphis rapper, what's his name? Two Guns, Boo Two Guns. His case is going to the grand jury. Okay. I'm just going to talk a little bit about that case. um, of course, you are. I guess I'll start with Boo Two Guns first. Okay. Y'all know that Boo Two Guns is the Memphis rapper that was arrested for a murder in or allegedly. His fingerprints was found on, they're saying that his fingerprints was found on something. And that is the young man that Migos artist Trey Slime. That's his friend. Trey Slime was arrested, or there was a murder warrant out for him also. And at this point, it has been pulled back. At this point, um, hold on one second. Let me pull it up. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. We'll just start with Boo Two Guns, okay? I know you all remember. Hold on. Okay, here it is right here. It says the case of local rapper connected by fingerprints and witnesses to a deadly shooting at Fraser gas station will move to a grand jury for possible indictment. Andre Scott, 19, also known as Boo Two Guns, is being held on a $5 million bond, charged with first degree unaliving and perpetration of robbery. Scott is charged in a May 18th shooting at a gas station on Rangeline Road, where they found Keyshawn Thomas suffering from a gunshot wound. He was taken to an area hospital, but he later died. Police said the witnesses recognized Scott as a local rapper, and his fingerprints were found on a case of Sprite he had touched in the store. A preliminary hearing for Scott was scheduled for June 30th, but his attorney waived the hearing, allowing the case to move to the grand jury. I know that Trey Slimes had Art Art Horn, right? I'm interested in seeing who his lawyer is. Hold on, let me see who his lawyer is. Hold on one second. He's 19 years old. That's bad enough to be 19 and to be facing what he's looking at. I wonder how long. Well, after this grand jury indicts him, he'll tell on the rest of them. Let's see. I think this is him right here. Andre Demetrius. If he was born in 2006, so he's 19. Let's see who his attorney is. So he has retained Scholes as his attorney. Let me ask y'all something. Who was he signed to? Who was that? Who was the guy that they killed? I'm interested in knowing who he was. Like, I know from scratching the surface, it may have looked like that he wasn't involved in anything. Maybe it was just random, and it could have been. But I'm starting to think that these, I don't know. I really don't trust that, because the mere fact that these boys, when they're out on the street, they ain't got nothing. But then when they go and commit these unalivings, they get these high price attorneys, and somebody is paying for these attorneys for them. And it leads me to believe that a lot of these so-called random acts of taking these folks down, they're saying that it's robbery, but I believe they're knocking them down for somebody else. So Was the young man a businessman? I know they say he was not involved in any gang. Who was he affiliated with? Um, I don't know. I guess the police to do their job. It's good to start dig. It's good to dig into stuff like that, because when you start digging, you'll often find that it really was not a it was really not a robbery, and it really was not that random. They really taking hits. Because out of all the people, what made them just decide to pop him? And I know it happens all the time, but just with this group of dudes and who they are affiliated with, we know that they call themselves rappers, but they never, put their music out, never put any money behind them. But then when they go to jail, they pay for lawyers. It's weird. To me, it is. Hey, just me. So it's weird. But anyways, his attorney, I was looking at another news station. Shows wanted to go straight to the grand jury. They waived the hearing and wanted it to go straight to the grand jury. Okay. And if they have witnesses, if his fingerprints is on something, he's more than likely going to be indicted. And if I was the other young man, what's his name, Trey Slime, they're gonna come back and indict him. You talking about April's sister, Rachel? Just me, you talking about April's sister? Because that's the only Rachel I know. My You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. This is Rachel. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Rachel, are you still there? I guess she left. Anyways, you guys, I also want us to talk about. Oh, I was going to say, if I was Trey Slime, I would be worried. If I was Trey Slime, I would be worried. Okay. But I also wanted to talk about the Chicago drill rapper. There was a massacre that happened, and they're saying that it happened at her birthday party. Okay. They're saying that it happened at her birthday party. Hold on one second, you guys. Oh, okay. She said, okay, so that's my cousin. She's basically my cousin too. Her sister is my cousin, but she's basically she grew up. I remember Rachel was a little older than us. Okay. On my side is moving really slow. How you doing, Rachel? I was looking at a picture that April had shared of Sydney the other day. I remember Sydney always smiling, when you all still lived in Clementine. Even when y'all would come over there, Sydney would always be smiling. I also wanted to talk about the Chicago drill rapper. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on, you guys. It happened at a party. Okay. Her name was Mellow Bucks. I'm trying to pull it up for you all. Now this is crazy. Other than Dirk, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Chicago had not really been in the news. I'm sure that I guess some stuff been going on so many other places.
On WGN Midday News.
18 people are shot in a drive-by in River North overnight. 4 of them died. Many of the wounded are in critical condition. Good morning. I'm Ben Bradley in for Patrick Elwood.
And I'm Dina Bair. Thank you for joining us. Eric Rung has the latest on this developing story. Eric?
Well, good morning. Right now, Chicago police do not have anyone in custody. This shooting happened around 11:30 last night, just as a restaurant and lounge was closing for the night. So there was a very large group of people out here on the sidewalk when the shots were fired. Cell phone video captures the moments just after the mass shooting that left 14 people injured, some critically, and 2 men and 2 women dead. One of the victims is 26-year-old Taylor Walker, who was identified by family early this morning. The 3 others killed have not been identified.
Absolute chaos, from people screaming to blood on the streets to people laying on the streets.
The crowd outside Artist Restaurant and Lounge had
Let me know what you're going to be doing, Rachel.
record release
I might
party
step
for
out
Chicago
with
rapper
y'all.
Mellow Bucks. An employee at the lounge tells me they were in the process of closing and getting everyone out when police say a car pulled up and 1 or more people got out and started shooting.
At around like 11:20, that's when I heard a lot of ruckus. Like it literally sounded like a stampede of people coming downstairs.
Next to the club is a Dunkin' Donuts that had a front window shot out. In some cases, police didn't wait for ambulances to arrive and drove the victims to area hospitals themselves.
It was a chaotic scene up here last night.
Roger Tanner was in a cab at Chicago and Franklin moments after the shots were fired. The victims ranged in age from their early 20s to early 30s.
I noticed the police officers were running to the ambulance, and he had the young lady on his shoulder trying to get her some help. And I mean, she was bleeding and stuff.
The restaurant and lounge just opened a couple of months ago with the mission, it says, to provide a safe space for Black, brown, queer, and allied communities. It did release a statement here this morning saying that they are cooperating with police and the hearts are with the victims. We're live in River North. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.
Yeah, that is absolutely crazy. I think since that happened, some more information has came out. Let's see. Okay, she was born Melanie Doyle. She's 24 years old. It says, according to court records filed in March of 2024, she was arrested in connection with the October 2023 incident in Calumet Park. Doyle allegedly hit Dade several times in her face. Hold on. It says, a year after its release, Amari Blaze Breon Dade pressed charges against Doyle. So I guess that's Mello. I got jumped. It was a setup. Plotted plan, Dade told YouTube show No Jumper, adding that the confrontation started over Doyle's greed and bullying with the Muscatul Tropez performance and earnings from the track. Hold on, let me see. So it looks like she was already into it with some people. Hold on one minute. She was on No Jumper. She was talking about the fight. Okay.
I'm a super freak, super fat ass, he keep slapping on my booty cheeks. I be all on bitches' necks like I'm Tiffany. Super comfortable on my block, eating chicken wing. Pussy hoe, why you talk a lot? You is my tough. I ain't gotta put a dick in you to get you knocked up. No waste, only thing on it is a Glock tuck. I be serving bitches different looks like a potluck. I'm a hood bitch first, hope you got that.
Okay, they said she just started to, she's on the rise. That's what they say. She was on the rise. I don't know if this is a gang related situation, but it seems like to me she was into it with some people, and it was about some money. It says, according to court records, her name is Melanie Doyle. Okay. And she was saying, I got jumped. It was set up, plotted, planned. They told YouTube No Jumper, adding that the confrontation started over Doyle's greed and bullying. According to court documents filed in March 2024, Doyle, so that's Mello Doyle that's her last name. Doyle was arrested in connection with the October 2023 incident in Calumet Park. Doyle allegedly hit Dade. Okay, so she hit another person several times in her face, causing her to fall through a window. According to court documents, Doyle continued to punch Dade in the face, the document said, leaving Dade with a broken nose and several lacerations to the right hand. Doyle's lawyer, Edward L. Spites, claimed it was a case of self-defense. The rapper was charged with felonies including aggravated battery, causing great bodily harm, and aggravated battery in a public space. On April 17th, Doyle pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 30 months probation. She was also ordered to avoid Dade. Although Doyle hasn't released any official statements about Wednesday night's shooting, the rapper posted a series of emotional messages on her Instagram story overnight, including remembrances of her boyfriend reportedly killed in the shooting. Okay, so she lost her boyfriend. Okay, she says, I'm so effing angry. She posted in one story, followed by prayers up for all of my sisters. God, please wrap your arms around every last one of them. We need you. I need you. Feel like everything just weighing down on me. All I can do is talk to God and pray. She ended with, I love all of you dearly. I don't wish this type of pain on nobody. Damn, my effing crew. Hollywood was released on streaming networks Thursday morning and includes guest spots from a number of Chicago staples, including prominent drill rapper G Herbo, on whom BD and emerging teen rapper Star Bands on the opening track. Mellow Bands references NLMB on her Facebook page, an acronym commonly used to refer to the No Limit Muskegon Boys Gang. Muskegon Boys Gang, a faction of both the Black Peace Stones and Gangster Disciples based on the South Shore. G Herbo is a longtime associate of the gang. So it looks like to me, just from scratching the surface, she's gang affiliated. Her boyfriend was killed. 3 more other people was killed. Altogether 14 people was hit. So it seemed like to me they just kind of aired out the whole place. 14 people hit, 4 died. That's crazy. And you know, it was probably gang affiliated. That's so sad. The gang has been tied to other recent shootings, including a brazen daytime attack at South Loop Barbershop, which left G Herbo's friend and fellow NLMB member dead. Okay. The album release party was originally promoted as a private location with doors opening at 7 p.m. The shooting was 4 hours later. As of Thursday afternoon, no one is in custody. The venue released a statement that read in part, "Artist was created as a safe space where Black, queer," okay, he just said that, okay? So if her album release party was private, somebody dropped her location. Somebody dropped the location. I'm sure if G Herbo's best friend was just knocked down, okay, at the barbershop, then I'm sure they went and retaliated, and then they decided they was gonna wait until they were all at that album release party and air the whole place out. It's so sad. It's messed up. But prayers to the family. My heart goes out to the people that lost their lives. Oh wow, this is crazy. And they are calling it a massacre. Hold on, I'm looking at something, you all. Okay, so this is right before it happened.
Down, kick it, switch, break the nigga. Hey, Chase, let me get my page about. Still taking a page. This shit outside activity. If your ass in that. Down, kick it, switch, break the nigga bone. How the fuck you trying to diss the dead? Ain't never fetch a bone. Watch your tone when you try speaking on a nigga name. Nigga even look at nigga wrong. It's happen, nigga brain. Nigga, man, the shit I wish having. Spend on shit I see, slide of folk pockets filled cabbage. Telling me that.
So that's her boyfriend right there. He's one of the victims. He lost his life. Hey, Snoozy Cake.
Going back there tonight, and you know it's on my mind. And I gave you all my best, would you come? And if somehow you feel like your love won't be as true, would you
This is YN stuff. I'm so ATL. I'm so ATL. I'm so ATL. I'm so ATL. You got
I'm talking about
Oh wow.
I'm with you, dude. So one time now he glue. Won't stop blowing up his phone. This nigga do not.
She said we was having so much fun in our private little life. Couldn't leave each other alone, glued to my hip every day. It's not a right. We ain't spend together. I'm so effing angry. You was woke. I held your hand until I couldn't. You talk to me clearly. I don't get it, boo. I'm effed up. She said, damn shorty, my MF and dog, my brother. You and Vontae was my two people. I'm so lost. So these are some of the other people that lost their life. Because remember now, they said 4 people lost their lives. My heart broke into so many pieces. RN, this shit unbelievable. Why is this happening to me? I can't believe it. So this young lady right here lost her life also. Wow, what a bond to break. My heart so effing heavy. I love you all dearly. So here's another person that lost their life. The girl that's twerking with her right here lost her life. I don't wish this type of pain on nobody.
Reason I smile, but I will not see what I.
Phone them. Bitch, we don't give a fuck about your boyfriend. We a smoker. Get a little money, swear they turn now.
Lord, and they're so young. Oh my God. Y'all, I don't even know what to say. You know, it's just sad. You know, her boyfriend lost his life. Some of the other young ladies lost their life. All of these people that was there at her private release party, these were people that she was cool with. So how did these folks get her location if it was a private release party? And no telling. Okay. But I think it's a darn shame to wait until the release party and just air out the place with with innocent people. Hold on one second, you guys. Here I come, y'all. Okay, I'm back. That's really sad to me. So the 2 girls that was killed, they were her best friends. So she lost her 2 best friends and her boyfriend. But they waited. They knew all the people. If she was the target, I wonder if she's gang related. She had been into it with a girl. She's always repping that set. So I would assume that she is gang member. A gang member. You talking about the girl that do the voodoo? Because that had gone away, right? The girl that used to be Tiny's friend. Oh, wow. Anyways, you guys, rest in peace to all of the people that lost their lives there. And I hope there be a speedy recovery to the others that was hit up. Like I said, they're saying, let's see. I think they said it was 14. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So 4 people was killed, 14 people lost their life. So in all, it was 18 people that was hit. 4 killed, 14 hit up. So they aired out the whole place. They basically, that was more than one person. What kind of weapon was that to hit all them people? They definitely aired the place out. They shot 14 females. So she had a lot of women there. You know, that's sad. I'm sure whoever they had the beef with was probably just her, because she had been beefing, and probably some of the dudes that was in there. You know what I mean? Who knows? But that's messed up. So what's gonna happen is, I'm sure they probably know who it was. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna go and retaliate, and some more people are gonna lose their lives. It's so messed up. Anyways, you guys, I also want to talk about Diddy. Okay, did P. Diddy really get away? Okay, now I know that he got off on the more serious charges and all of that, and there's some more stuff that's coming up. I was looking at one of the sex workers is suing Cassie. He says she gave him a disease. Who else? Cassie's attorney is saying that more people are going to come forward on Diddy. Okay, they're saying more people going to come forward on Diddy. Yeah, I agree on the Black Barbie. But did he really get away? We know that he was acquitted of the more serious charges, but he still has to be sentenced. Okay, and because he, I think the prosecutors are asking for him to serve at least 3 to 4 years. Okay, one of the reasons that I'm hearing that the judge did not give him a bond is because, if I'm not mistaken, Cassie's attorney, Cassie, wrote a letter saying that she was in fear for her life or whatever. I'm sure it has a lot to do with him being a flight risk also. And they want to keep him in until they sentence him. Okay. I kind of believe, even if it's like just a year, a year with time served, and then he get out in 6 months, I kind of believe that the judge is going to give him some time. I do. I think they're going to try to the judge at least make the playing fields kind of even by giving him some time, even if it's just a year or something like that. I'm sure Diddy don't want to do a year. I think he want to come home ASAP. He got lucky, but he could get up to what, 20? He could get up to 20 years. I don't believe that he's going to get 20. Maybe the judge will give the prosecutors the 4 to 5 years that they're asking for. Okay, who knows? Or maybe the judge will give him probation. It's not like the prosecutors are asking for the full 20. They're saying at least 4 to 5. So I think a judge could look at that and go, okay, 4 to 5 years, that's not bad, and sentence him to that. So he still got something to worry about, because, like I said, I'm sure he wanted to get out ASAP, the mere fact that the bond was denied and all of that, and to hear Cassie's attorney say that more people are going to come forward on Diddy. Let the state charges come in while Diddy is in. Yeah, they held him in. You know, if the judge didn't think he was a risk or a threat to something, I think the judge would have given him a bond. But evidently, the judge feels that he is a threat or a risk at some caliber. So I don't know. You know, Greyface says that he thinks that P. Diddy should. He thinks that P. Diddy needs security. Hey, it's obvious that there is some type of machine, okay, that is behind all of this, okay. Now, and they may want him, you know, on the live. They may, but you know, I've been listening to some of the celebrities, and I mean, they've been going in on Cassie. They have. They really been going in on Cassie, totally omitting what Diddy has done. Okay, what Diddy has done in the past, what he did. You know, hey, it's really sad. It's really sad. I think that it is. You know, it's obvious that Diddy is. I think he's a monster myself. I think that Diddy is a monster, and hey, 4 to 5 years is sufficient to me or more. You know, I don't get into when folks say you wishing jail on folks. Damn right. If a motherfucker like as a monster like Diddy, you damn right. Kiss my ass. Okay. All up in the good doodle parts. Okay. If you can find some shit, because my ass be clean. Okay. So look, the Black Barber says she's an animal to call Diddy. Listen, what Diddy should have did was, I'm gonna tell y'all what Diddy should have did. Okay. What Diddy should have did was Diddy should have came out. I'm sure he was screwing men, but for some reason he was like a voyeur. What do you call him? A voyeurism. Y'all help me out. A voyeur. What is it when folks like to stare in folks' windows and watch people you know, do? What is it called? Voyeurism? Like he's like one of those. Instead of living in his truth, maybe he was doing what they made him do in order to be one of the top elites. Okay. And so people just totally omitting what a monster this man was. I'm consistently giving him excuses. You know, well, you know, Cass was with him for his money. Well, what about the stuff Diddy did? They won't even address that. People ought to be ashamed of themselves. They won't even address it, but they will. You know, I could find some fault in both. But Cassie was a very young girl when Diddy got a hold to her. Hey, it's easy to develop Stockholm syndrome. Okay. Now, when Diddy get out, because I'm sure he done had a lot of time to pray to God and whatever. Okay. So what Diddy need to do is live in his truth. All he got to do is live in his truth. Now he wants to look at them women, okay, screw these men and lick the cum off of his woman after the men, you know, dumped on the women, ejaculated or whatever. He wanted to lick it off. I think Diddy, if he had felt comfortable and just living his truth out loud, because he was already basically living it. But what he wanted to do was I think he was mad at himself. He's not comfortable being who he is. I think he was mad at having those feelings and wanting dick all the time. Y'all know I got to keep it real. And so because he was so angry, coupled with drugs, I think he wanted to try and emasculate every black man. Okay. So he got all this power. If you want this, you got to do this. Especially if he thought that the man was masculine. And I think that was the agenda of the elites. That's why they gave him all this money and power so that he could emasculate black men. And black men trying to, protect him. It would have just been better if Diddy had just went ahead and got him a main, lived out loud with it. Okay. Some people don't feel comfortable, and like he if he had just got him a man and been sucking and eating all the cum until his stomach got full, because he was what they say he was eating it off of the women anyways, from the prostitutes, I think he would have been a better person. Okay. But people don't like to deal with that because I think folks are so used to just demeaning women. Some men are just dedicated, and there are a lot of low down ass women. Okay. They make it bad for the majority of the women that are misused and mistreated. But there are a lot of women, some men, they don't know how to respect women. They can't even talk about a woman without calling her a bitch. That's the reason why a lot of these black men have so much damn bad luck. Don't they know that the black woman is the blessing? Okay. But they can't even sell a record unless they are demeaning a black woman that looks just like the woman that carried them. If Diddy had got him a man and lived out loud because he wanted to suck dick anyways, instead, he wanted to take it out, emasculate straight black men, and take it out on women. Okay? But people don't want to deal with that, but I'm going to talk about it. Okay? So I looked at some of Diddy's, he was out loud with his disrespect as it relates to women. When I was looking at some of his reality shows and stuff. Okay? He was just out loud with it. Hey, I feel like when things are as corrupt and evil, it's so many people. It's so many black men that God has given talent to be able to be in the industry, to be able to be in the movies. Okay. I get to thinking about what God says, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Okay. And I always said this saying, those that's in the front, those in the back, God will start bringing them to the front. And those that's in the front, God gonna kick their asses right up out the back door. And we see it happening right now. You shouldn't have to get on the couch or get on your knees or defame black women that look like your mother and be a buck of a black man. Okay? That's what the slave masters' wives call the black men. Okay? When they wanted to lay with them. Okay? When they made them mate with other black women so that they can make bulky slave babies. Okay? They call them bucks. You shouldn't have to resort to being a buck. Okay? Or being emasculated, bending over, and letting somebody like Diddy screw you in the butt. Or Tyler Perry. You shouldn't have to resort to defaming your blessing, which is the black woman. Because see, what a lot of black men, they act like they don't understand. They asses ain't stupid as they try to act. They could get a black woman to act right if they did right. I'm a black woman. Most black women want to just relish in their feminine energy. We have to keep our fist up. As soon as we let our guard down, them Negroes coming with something. Baby, your house paid off? Can you put it up for me and finance my rap career? We have to keep our guards up. As soon as we think we got us a good one, he come out the bag. So we have to keep our fist up so we can tell him, Negro, get your black ass up out my house, you bitch. Okay? A lot of black women want to be feminine. Okay? We don't want to keep our fist up all the time. But it's a shame because a lot of black men, not all black men, just don't have any issues with defaming a woman, especially a black woman. And they do it, it's like second nature to them. And black women are the blessing. So that's why they do all they can to keep black men and black women separated. Okay, no trust. Black women don't trust black men. I'm a black woman and I don't. But it comes from, and it's sad. Okay, but that comes from a place of hurt. The same thing with black men. Okay? So when you got somebody like Diddy, let me get back to Diddy ass. Because I can get to talking about relationships. Men don't like it when I start calling them out. They'll say, well, then how come you always calling us out? Because I'm a woman. I can't speak for a man. I mean, if a man want to get up here and not be disrespectful, he can. Okay? And speak about why men have distrust for black women, but he can't get up here and talk bad about black women. I'm not gonna have it. Bitch this, bitch that. Ain't no man gonna be fighting over no bitch and this, that. You get your sis ass on somewhere. I don't deal with your kind. Okay? Those kind have to be talked to like that. Because I'm going to tell you something. A woman know how to talk to a king. I'm going to tell you that right now. And we always able to decipher a king from a peasant. Okay? I don't know how I got into talking about that. I guess I must have had something on my mind. But, hey, I am She Johnson. But people sitting up talking about Diddy. Okay? They trying to take a black man down. How many black men have Diddy taken down? Y'all, I'm gonna get to talking about, you know, the disconnect one day, because I be looking at the twins, Kareem and Shaddon. Have I ever pulled them up? They handsome too. They're real good looking. They come from out of New Orleans. I remember I know one of those boys, and I remember, I don't know how in the world I met him. I wish I remember how I met him, but I'm gonna tell you, I remember talking to him on the phone. I remember the first time I talked to that boy on the phone. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I always remembered him because I had never really, you know, he was from out of New Orleans. I remember the first time I talked to him from out. I remember the first time I talked to him on the phone. I don't know how we connected. He don't remember either. Okay. And I remember the first time I talked to him on the phone, I remember him telling me that they had just moved from Memphis. So evidently I didn't meet him in Memphis. I don't really know if somebody else connected us or something like that. And I remember him saying that he had grew up in the Magnolia Projects. And I remember, like, I always remembered him because I remember, like, after about 15 or 20 minutes of talking to him, how astute he was. I like smart dudes that's got the street dudes. I love street dudes that are smart. Okay. Just the conversation, like he could get with me on any conversation. I remember that we talked for about several hours, and then we didn't talk no more for a long time. But I just remember talking to him about a lot of stuff. He was so, his brain, his mind was so right. I never forgot him. And then I remember him being real street, because like I said, he said came from out. I remember him saying he came from out of the Magnolia Projects, right? And then he was in Memphis, and he came to hey, Eric Jackson, he came to my grandmother's house. I'll never forget. He was like, I'm in Memphis, if I could come and see you. I ain't had no issue with that. When he got to my house, it was him and one of his I believe he said it was his cousin, right? One of the things that struck me, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm saying this because all guys that come from up out of the hood are not disrespectful. A lot more of them are respectful. I remember that boy, when he walked into my grandmother's living room, he stood up, and I looked at him and was like, why he was standing up? He just stood there. And I was like, I'm thinking, he was like, I'm not gonna sit down until you say that I can have a seat. He didn't sit down until I said that he could sit down on my grandma's sofa. That was very respectful. Because me, when I walk into somebody's house, I'm flopping. Okay, I'm sitting. If I'm, but that was respectful. And the one thing that I never forgot was, like, when they got ready to leave, right? I remember I had cooked some lasagna for my kids or something. And he was like, can we have a plate? I was like, yeah. So when he was leaving, my grandma loved her front yard, very beautiful yard. And his cousin was walking across the yard, and my grandma had walked into, like, the living room. And she was watching them leave, right? And so she was like, who's that? I was like, a friend of mine, he from out of New Orleans. And so he looked at his cousin and said, say, bruh, don't walk on their yard like that. And my grandma said, did he just say don't walk on my yard? Or don't walk on my grass? She said, that's a respectable young man. So when you get to thinking about, like, guys that come from, like, out of, the hood, people always just kind of write them off like they're disrespectful, this and that. That was a very respectable young man. My grandmother has passed on now. I never forgot that. But I said that to say this. I had not seen that young man for about 15 something years. And I'm scrolling on YouTube, and I knew he had an identical twin brother. I'm scrolling on YouTube, and I was like, dog, that looked like that guy that I used to know. And so when I looked at, I was like, let me see what his name is. And when I heard his name, when his brother said Shadon, I was like, that's him. That's that guy. I had not seen him since, like, around the Katrina time. But I said that to say this. They have a podcast, and they talk about relationships and stuff. They said they're going to start talking about relationships and stuff. So I think that would be a good thing. They seem to be, very respectable and all of that, because I can't engage in no podcast. And they don't have a lot of shit either. They don't let guys come there and be disrespectful and all that old craziness. But I think that what should happen is, because, see, I get emotional. you know, we could talk about relationships on here, but I think we all get emotional, and I'm the host and I get emotional. I cannot have a debate. Somebody's supposed to have a level head when you're talking about, you know, relationships and stuff. My head ain't level enough because I think I get to thinking about the stuff that I went through in the past. I ain't never had no healthy relationship, really. Okay. And I'm not saying that it was all them. Okay. Because I know I can be something else too, because I can cut up bad. Okay. When I decide that I'm unhappy, I cuts up bad. So, but I like it when guys can have shows and it's not just one-sided. You know, you could talk about the pros and the cons. I think that people should start more so single people, okay? Because we have a lot of married people relate podcasts. Yeah, every time I come in here, a flat come in here. And I think that's what it's gonna take. I went that route because I think that's what it's gonna take, because black men and women don't really trust each other. Respect is a choice, though. And I think you know, as a woman, black men are gonna have to. They gotta just choose to be respectful to women. You don't have to call a woman a bitch or a hoe or anything like that. All you got to do is, if a woman is that to you, then what you need to do is just decide that this is a woman that can't be in my energy. If I'm looking at her like this, then evidently she is low vibrational. I ain't got the disrespect though. She just can't be in my energy. She can't be in my space. Because I don't want nobody in my space that I'm calling B's and H's. You less than a damn man to be sitting up calling a woman bitches and hoes and laying up with her. What does that say about you? I don't like people like that. I've never gotten any gratification off of hearing a man talk bad about a woman, especially a woman that he was with. A lot of women get validation when they hear a man that they're with talk bad about the previous woman. It gives them validation. They want to see if he still want to be with her. Okay, he talking bad about her, calling her bitches and hoes. It gives them validation. It don't give me no validation. I listen to that joker. Okay, I listens to him, and it helps me to see what he is capable of doing. Okay, it helps me to see what he is capable of doing. Cause surely I'm gonna be, when I'm at the other end of that stick, he gonna do the same and say the exact same thing about me. It's in him. Hey, Joanne, thank you. And so, so especially when these, you know, men get to talking about, I remember like at juvenile court, when they was having those child support cases, and the man would bring his current girlfriend, okay, and they would really think that they was doing something to hurt the mother. Now the mother is there with all 5 or 6 of his children, okay, that he had been with all that time. The new girlfriend thinks she's doing something. Okay, he took me with him, and she saw me when we was down there at juvenile court. She put child support on him and this, and that. First of all, it's something wrong with a woman. I don't mean no harm, that would even want to be with a man that's got 6 kids on child support. Okay, because he probably ain't gonna have no check, and he brought her so she could help him pay it. But I just think that, you know, there needs to be a conversation had, and women got to start getting gratification out of seeing other women hurt, getting validation out of seeing men be disrespectful. Don't she know that if it's in him, and the same thing with with a man. Okay, a lot of men kind of fall for, like, even like with the stuff I get on here and I talk about it, but I never even talked about They be having dope boy checks. I've never talked about. I have fun on here now with you all, but as far as like with a guy that I've dated, I didn't really talk about my previous relationships, you know. So what men got to do is start falling for women that, always got a sad story though. What happened to my baby daddy had did me so dirty. He beat me up. Okay, what happened with the guy before him? He beat me up. They always talking about they got beat up. So what men got to do is start being wiser, okay? Because if somebody always beating her up, either it's happening or that's her MO. That ought to tell his ass something. She always talking about every boyfriend she's had has gone to jail because they supposed to beat her ass up. Because everybody ain't getting beat up, okay? That say that they are. So some of these men need to use their damn brain, the one that's on top of the one that's in their head. Okay, not the one that's in their pants. Because a lot of these women lie. Then they get to, I didn't know she was a drama queen. She told you every man that she ever been with has been to jail for whooping her ass. And nothing clicked. Everybody ain't whooped her ass. Okay. She lying. She done sent some of these men to jail for lying. That's a pattern. Now he in jail. Cause she's now he in jail because he supposedly done whooped it. And he ain't never laid a hand on her. Okay. He said D-discipline. Yeah, it's got to be some D-discipline. She Johnson said brain dead. I'm telling you, brain dead. Johnny whooped my ass. Bookie he used to beat me. I was a good woman. Little Ray beat me. That's every man. Every man done been to jail for beating her. And he laying there in the bed with her. He ain't even thinking. Why? Why don't you use your brain? Why every man done been to jail for beating her? Every man she ever named been to jail for beating her. Something ought to tell him, I need to run for the border. Okay? Then get mad at good women. Okay? When these women be liking to file these fake charges on, and women don't like to file fake charges on nobody. You went and laid up with a woman that basically told you she sends men to jail. Okay? And now you want to group all women together. I don't like it when men do that, group all women together. I don't be grouping all men together. Men get mad when we do it, but now, y'all, listen, men can't get mad at me for saying this, okay? Men are likely to cheat before women. It's the truth. What's up, the site dog? Cypress, what you need to do is you need to get your membership back, because I'm dropping something every day. When I get off of here, I'm dropping something. Hold on, Cypress, you want to come up? So yeah, if we have a show, maybe I'll invite the twins to come on the show. What y'all think? Listen, if we have a show and we talk about relationships, y'all think that would be a good show? I don't know. I'm not in a position to talk about no relationship. I'm not in. The only thing I'm not in a position to talk about relationships though. Um, because I think people would want to hear from somebody that have had successful relationships, maybe. Okay, Cypher said let him up. Okay. What y'all think? Um, hold on. I'm looking at her number. Let's see. What's up, the reality? What's up, True Bleed? Just because people in relationships don't mean they qualify to speak. That's true, True Bleed. I agree. You're right. Because some people in relationships and they suffering. I mean, they just don't. They can't live without the toxicity that they bring each other. And I'm serious. Some people, you're right. Some people are in relationships because they cannot live without the toxicity that they bring each other. And I don't. They wouldn't be able to survive. Just like people that do is it meth? Like they can't just go cold turkey on after you've used meth. I don't think you can go cold turkey on it. I think you have to have take some type of pill um after you use meth, right? So it's that type of situation because you can't go cold turkey on meth because it'll kill you or die. So that's how it is with some relationships. Some people can't go without each other. They'll that toxicity that they bring each other. What's up, Cypress?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? What's going on?
What's
Y'all know
up?
y'all know I gotta show up. Whenever the line's going on, I got to show up. All the time I don't show up when I'm asleep. But yeah.
So what do you think? So Cypress,
Uh-oh.
why don't black men trust black women?
Cause they ain't supposed to, cause black women slick as ass shit. Don't trust no black. Hey, 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 man, if y'all knew what I knew, y'all wouldn't trust no goddamn
Oh
black woman for sure. I lived in the house with a bunch of them, boy. The shit I saw, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Hell no.
Oh, Cypress, that ain't true. You know you was lying, and you know it. Y'all
The
don't listen
shit,
to Cypress. Y'all will never have nobody.
that shit, trusting the foreign language with black women. Hell no, don't do it.
Oh my God! Don't listen to Cypress. Cypress
Shit.
be sitting up wanting to be with somebody right now and scared too. Hey, CB21.
Hey, y'all, listen to say the say you should domestic violence. Listen to say shit. Don't trust them. They
Well,
slick.
if a man keep his hands to himself, he ain't got to, he ain't got
Well,
to worry about that. Some men think that when they get mad at a woman, they supposed to be able to slap it in the face.
no, don't slap her. Just leave her alone.
That's right.
But now, women slick as hell shit though. I'm gonna tell you now. You was right at some point. I gotta give it to you. Yeah, most men cheat for women. But
Mm-hmm.
fellas, let me tell y'all something. Women cheat way better than me. Women cheat way better.
Why you say that, Cypress? That's not true.
Cause I done seen it.
Well, men messing with what they do. Once they, right, there are some women that are abusive too. I agree. Men don't know how to act. I mean, their patterns change up when they start messing with somebody. They don't know how. They don't know how to act right.
Well, some of us. Well, yeah, you right. Some of us do it. Free
Well,
my
women
free
cheat.
my
They
nigga.
play for keeps. If your woman start cheating, you gonna lose her at some point.
I'd rather open up the door and let her go. She look better going and coming. Man, free my nigga P Diddy, man. Free my nigga P Diddy.
Cypress, why do you feel like P Diddy should be freed? You know, ain't nothing right about that.
Man, get that man on. He's not already beat the major child. Get that man a $1 million bond that'll pay it in cash. Come on, man. Come on,
P Diddy is a dangerous man.
He gonna be damn shy to niggas like Gene Deal. Nigga, he should be dangerous.
Why everybody mad at Gene Deal? Gene Deal ain't did nothing.
Alright. Okay.
Gene Deal ain't did nothing. He just helped to expose Diddy. Why everybody mad at Gene Deal?
Cause Gene Deal should have just been a security guard and trying to save some people.
Well, Gene Deal said that Diddy took Biggie to LA for them to kill him. I think that was honorable of him to speak about that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I just think he wanted his place to talk about that. Yeah. So yeah. Free that nigga Diddy, man. Get that man a $1 million bond, man. Cause y'all know he gonna pay it in cash. You know what I'm saying? That man gonna get out, man.
And then what he gonna do? Flee the country?
No, he don't bother. But see, then what they finna do? They finna not give him bond. Let him sit down there to the Senate and battle about the bond, man. It's cold guy having please.
You said they gonna do what?
Sit him down there to his sentencing, and then go stretch him out for that little time or whatever, man.
You think they're gonna give him some time?
I hope they give him time soon, but they might. They might give him time. They might give him time.
Well, the prosecutor's asking for 4 to 5 years. I don't believe they're gonna give him that many. The defense is asking 1 to 2 years.
Yeah, would mean he already be time served on it anyway.
Well, he ain't even been. I don't think he's been there even for a year yet.
Well, a bit close.
I think October would be a year, won't it?
Somewhere up in there, but no.
Why your phone? Why your you sound like a robot.
I do.
Yeah, your phone. You sound like a robot.
How about that?
Yeah, you sound like a robot.
Hold on.
Mm. It says September 2024 is when he went in. He went in the day Pac died. Lord have mercy. Okay, so September it'll be a year. So if he can get 1 to 2 years, then they would give him time served. They'll give him time served. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you all please like, share, and subscribe. Y'all, I'm so happy I get to chill. I think I am gonna grill though. I'm a grill. Um, I'm gonna see if my mama gonna grill first though. I wanted to go into the grocery store today, and like the grocery stores was so. I was like, I don't need to go. I got everything I need. So I'm just gonna grill some wings, and I think that's all I'll do. I'll grill some wings and make a little pan of my famous Mexican my cowboy corn. That's what it's called.
You should have been to the.
Mexican cowboy corn. Listen, Cypress, is you still what's going on?
Oh no, I still sound like a robot.
Yeah, maybe you need to uh, restart your phone.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Y'all, does Cypress sound like a robot to y'all? Cause he sound like a robot up here. No ribs. My mama might. I think my mother is going to grill some ribs. I think my mom is going to grill. She said, okay. So TB21 said that he was sounding okay on her end. I think my mother is going to grill some ribs. I hope that she does a potato salad. I hope she does a potato salad. Yeah. She Johnson said it's going down in her house. Fireworks, food, drinks, hookahs. I think my kids went and got some fireworks, y'all. My nerves and stuff got so bad. I can't even stand to hear. I can't even stand to hear those firecrackers. Snoozy Cake says she got to work tomorrow. Yeah, I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm so happy that I don't have to work tomorrow. I really think that everything should be cooked on Saturday, anyways, because this sun be blazing. But I'll probably get up early. Like I'm gonna soak my chicken wings and stuff tonight in vinegar, because I soak my chicken in vinegar, and I got everything else like my corn and all of that. But I got to see what my mom is gonna cook, because my mother be cooking so much food. I get to thinking about, why am I even cooking? That's what I need to do. Take a flight. I sure will. Dialogue says Tam is not trying to be over no grill. I got to thinking about, dog. It's gonna be hot. When you're thinking about grilling, that grill is, constantly walking out there, standing over that grill. I have to get started real early, and I usually don't get started early. And so when I don't grill early in the morning, I wait till the evening because it be so hot. Snoozer Cake says my white homeboy invited me to his house. He ain't say nothing about baked beans, so I ain't going. Snoozer Cake says my boyfriend wanna go see the 69 Boys tomorrow. I didn't know that the 69 Boys still perform, Snoozer Cake. The 69 Boys still perform? Y'all, I ain't heard the 69 Boys or nobody speak of the 69 Boys I know in 20 years. Aren't they the ones that used to rap "Whoop, there it is, whoop, there it is"? Is that the I think they used to rap that from out of Florida. The 69 Boys. He says 69 boys are paid. They get hella money from licensing deals and stuff. Oh wow. Well, that's a good thing that they own their own music. I'm glad that they own their own music. They don't have to perform and stuff like that if they don't want to. It says, whoop, there it is. Tag team. Yep, the Tootsie Roll. They keep sending me something about taking their Pilates class. Mm. Whoop, there it is. Yeah, that was the shit right there. I think about like all of the older music and stuff. I think about that and I mean the music that they have now is nothing like it. I can't even get into this music now, this drill music and stuff. Like that was like fun music. I'm gonna tell y'all what I was listening to today. Y'all gonna fall out laughing. I was listening to today in the car doing the butt. Y'all remember when that song came out, doing the butt? That was like happy music. I remember I was a little girl. We all used to start doing the butt. That was music like it was high vibrational, like it made you happy, it made you want to dance. This music now don't do that. It makes when this music come on now, it makes you want to go grab a gun and kill somebody. These younger people, the frequency of that music is just it's messed up. That's why I hate the baby got blackballed. You know what? I've never listened to the baby's music. They said his music was fun. I've never listened to the baby's music. Like I was listening to Doing the Bud today. I was listening to High Five. I like the kissing game. Oh my god, I used to love High Five. Like Tony Tone, music like that. I'm telling you, like that's like my type of music. And we had fun. It was good for like cookouts, for parties. People was happier than shit. Also, Whoop, there it is, has connections to Memphis. Al Bell signed them. Al Bell of Stax Music. Oh, Stax Records. I was riding down 3rd Street today, and I really hate that they closed down Stax Records right there at 3rd and I believe that's Parkway. I can't wait to come see Charlie Wilson and Beck. Are they going to be? Where are they going to be at Snoozy Kate? I've already got my ticket for the Queens of R&B. That's Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight, and Stephanie Mills. Y'all, I got my ticket. Okay. I already got my ticket, and I'm thinking about getting a ticket for The Boy Is Mine with Monica and Brandy. Kelly Rowland is coming. Also, my friend, the Essence Fest is this weekend. So I was talking to my friend Raquel the other night. She was like, I got some tickets to the Essence Fest. Y'all know they said Masterpiece supposed to turn it out right. She was like, and I have been intending to call you. She's like, I know you're coming in August, but like, is it too late to ask you to come? like for the Essence Fest also. I was like, yeah. If I had known, like instead of going in August, I would have, I would have went on down there to the Essence Fest. I would have planned for that, but I actually planned to go in August. Mia X had to address Master P. I hate that. Yeah, I hate that too. Hey, Diane. I've always loved Mia X's sound. I do. I've always loved her sound. And Master P, seemed to be a little hurt. He says that he would be willing to give Mia X whatever she wanted. So it seemed like to me that maybe it's like some miscommunication. Maybe as it relates to the managers or something like that. So yeah. I met the last time I was in New Orleans, my friends, they are very close with Master P's father. So big, they call him Big Percy. So he was there. We went on like this boat ride, and he was there, and they said Big Percy always talking real. He's funny. He's real funny. And I'm gonna tell y'all who he looks exactly like. He looks exactly like his C Murder to me. But they said Big Percy over there being quiet. He was like, "I'm gonna be nice," because the young lady seemed like a nice young lady. They said he normally really be talking crazy, but he was really funny. Still, um, they can be playing to get everybody hyped up, and Mia X and P finna pop out on them. Well, that would be good. That's a good way to do it. I had not thought about that. Hey, Hitter. Yeah, they was talking about Mia X and Master P had gotten into it. I said I like Mia. I've always liked Mia X's sound. I've always loved her sound. I think she's one of the best rappers to come, female rappers to come out of New Orleans. I don't really know of, any other female rappers that came out of New Orleans that can be her. Like I love her sound. um yep. Hey T Mia X, my baby mama. I love her. Yeah, shout out to Mia X. Shout out to Mia X. And I hope that's what it is, dialogue. I hope that they're playing it like that with Mia, um, as if she's not gonna be there and then she pop out on them. I think that would be awesome if that happens. I was shocked her speaking voice was so Nolans. Yeah, she has such a New Orleans voice. She's very New Orleans. Um my friend said that she was telling me that Silk the Shocker was at her house. Um I think she said like I talked to her this past, I think the weekend before last. She said Silk the Shocker was at her house, and she says that Silk the Shocker is very quiet and shy and reserved. She said you can't get two words out of him. Snoozy Cake says, "I bet Mia gonna pop out. She a Capricorn like me. He better get that misunderstanding taken care of first, though." Yeah, he said that he says that he would be willing to give Mia whatever she wanted. So I don't think Mia is going to pass up that opportunity if Master P is willing to work with her. I just don't see that happening. I hope not anyways. because that would be bad business if she did. Now, yeah, she's definitely underrated. Mia X is I've always loved her sound. Hmm. Yeah, I guess now we're just shooting the shit, right? As my grandmother used to say, we're just shooting the shit. She was on all the tours lately with him. I don't see her not coming out. I know she's been battling cancer. Wow, somebody told me that her cancer was back. I know that she had battled cancer before, and then it went into remission. And then somebody, I forget who it was, said, I think they said her cancer is out of remission. Cypress, you got your phone straight.
What up, though?
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm going to go out and come back in because it might be mine.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to go out and come back in.
What's up, y'all? What poppin', man? Snoozy, what's up, sir? True Bleed, Alabama here in the building. Salute to you. TB21. Gina. Diane, what's going on? I am she. I see I am she.
Cypress.
What up, though?
Now you sound like yourself.
Yeah, I always sound like myself. Yeah, what going on, y'all? Free that nigga P. Diddy, man.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Now, Cypress, why would P. Diddy be worthy of being freed?
Cause he beat the major shit. They need to lock up lying asshole like Cassie, throw him in jail.
Now, Cypress, you wrong to talk about Cassie like that. I believe Diddy did her like that. I think she was in fear of Diddy.
If she was in fear, she wouldn't be calling cash and bad boy checks and getting all the perks that come with it. If you in fear, you don't want no perks that come with it, you gonna get on there.
What she said, every time he had her on drugs, and then she said every time she leave, he sent somebody to get her and threaten her life.
Well, that's how you know she ain't hanging around with no real black people.
I wonder how in the world. I don't think that she enjoyed that. I mean, how could you enjoy somebody? What did they? What? How do you say it, y'all? Is it defecating? Defecating? Is it defecating in your mouth?
Don't worry about it. We know where you're going with it, but yeah. But listen, like you got a whole boyfriend, but you still dealing with the man who you supposed to be in fear of. Why the nigga called, man? Women, hey, y'all gotta quit trusting these goddamn women, man. I'm telling you, baby mama, wife, don't trust none of that shit that you got in the conversation.
Lord have mercy, Cypress, you ain't right, and you know it.
But no, Cass had right. You in a whole relationship, but you call it double dipping with the nigga you supposed to be in fear of.
Well, I mean, she said he was.
That man wasn't putting no gun on her head, making her come bring here in there. She waited till she get on the stand. Now she was in fear of on the cry and all this bullshit. Here, stop it, man. Y'all better quit trusting these women, man. Y'all fine.
I think maybe she has Stockholm syndrome.
Boy, they come up with they all come up with anything to try to make it. Hell no, she was going.
Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. So, do you fault Diddy for any of this?
No, I thought the willing participant that was co-conspirators that the fans that let the fans flip them and get on the stand. And that's why he beat this Rico. Y'all was some damn fool. Because y'all enjoyed it, enjoyed the perks and everything came with it. Like, that's like y'all. Hey man, don't trust these women, man, cause they gonna have you in jail in hell. Y'all trust these goddamn women.
Cypress, that ain't good to promote that because all women ain't the same.
Shit, most of them, shit.
Well, y'all men need to do right.
Shit, we can do right. Shit, y'all slick. Y'all who been slick, man, we got that real do right.
Oh Lord, have mercy. What Diddy should have just lived down to his truth. What he should have did was he would, instead of having Cassie and directing Cassie and them to mess with these men and having the men to come on them. He, instead of him going and licking the calm alpha that the men put on them, he should have just went and got him a man.
No, oh no, I can't say that because I don't know. I can't go with that one.
I agree with you, Kenny Adams. He said she was scared of him. She knew what he was capable of. She knew what he was capable of, and she knew he would have unalived because she knew the freak had it done before. People talk about Diddy putting hits on folks, and he was very controlling over women. So, what you think? What you think about Kim?
Oh, Kim was a gangster, but Kim had to, Kim left in mysterious circumstances. But rest in peace to Kim.
And so you don't think Diddy did nothing to her?
I mean, I don't know. I ain't seen no autopsy paper, so I can't say.
But see, that man is a monster.
But I will say this. Christian Combs, if you ain't careful, you going down the same road, buddy.
Sure is. He sure is going down the same road.
He every bit of Puff. I see him.
He every ounce of him. He looked like him, and he is him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sparkle.
Hey, man. But yeah, I think Christian gonna be heading down the same road of Puff. He don't change his way.
Well, he don't think that me greasy. He already got charges on him, don't he?
Yep. Him and Justin both. I know Justin.
I wonder why Justin looks so different.
Cause he Wolf son. You heard Miss Jones and Gene.
Who said that?
Miss Jones, Wolf mother. Miss Jones.
What did she say?
And that Justin was Wolf son and Puff knew. They all knew.
I believe it.
That nigga look like Wolf and I'll be sure. With curly hair. That nigga don't look like Puff nowhere.
Well, Puff was like that. He probably was jealous of Wolf. So, what better way to get back at Wolf than to take his son and put him in his name?
Well, Puff had the bread, so Misa had to go with it. Shout out to Misa, man. But
yeah, but Puffy. So why would Puffy accept the child and say a child was his that he knew was not his? Did he know from the beginning?
No, he didn't know from the beginning. Later on, Miss Jones exposed it all. Miss Jones told it all.
When she tell? I want when she do that interview.
It's on one of Gene. It's on the Gene Deal show. It's on one of them episodes he did. Because Miss Jones would always call. He's always look out for her. So, like before she passed, because she told her. Like even I don't think he knew. That's Miss Jones told her. They all know now. Now it's all out now, but like they just kept it had wolves and Puff had already been taken care of.
Oh wow. Mm. Well, he don't look like him.
I know he don't, but Christian look just like that, and he look like act like him, and he gonna be going down the same road, straight up. You know, but I think they need to free that nigga now. Yeah.
Um, I tell you, I think Puffy is just a. I think he's a. I don't think he's gonna stop. Do you? I don't think he's gonna stop. I think he's gonna try to get revenge.
Hey, it ain't like we gonna be surprised. A nigga just come back. Hey man, the man come home and they just find nigga like Gene Deal could laugh out of there. But you know,
Well, I hope they don't mess with Gene Deal. I like Gene Deal.
yeah, it'll be the end of the big Gene Deal show. They find him could left behind the guy with can eating crows or something that we know what's going on.
And they said Uncle Luke issues warning to rappers, athletes, and IG models that a RICO is coming. It says the verdict in Sean Combs' RICO trial set a new precedence for prostitution and other sex services. Combs was found guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution of his own girlfriends. The jury did not convict Combs of transporting male escorts to engage in prostitutions. The verdict sent a chill through the network of high value men who transport Instagram models and OF girls. What's OF girls?
OnlyFans.
Oh, to the you would know when you Cypress to other
What?
states for sex services in exchange for money and gifts. It says Luther Campbell, aka Uncle Luke, issued warning to simps to be aware that the game has changed. In a live stream video, Uncle Luke 64 said it. Hold on, let's see what Uncle Luke said. Uncle Luke been promoting prostitution for a long time. Let's see.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for all you simps who like to fly girls in, give them money for the hanky panky. It's a federal charge now. And for all you women who like to be flown in for some hanky panky for that purse or that bag or those red bottoms, it's a federal offense. Damn, I'm glad I don't operate like that.
How old is Uncle Luke now? Is he in his 60s yet?
It should be. I don't know why y'all niggas in Miami ain't got rid of this nigga. Stand this nigga. Him, Trick Daddy, my man, both of them niggas make Florida bad.
Oh my God.
Get rid of the Uncle Luke and get rid of him. Trick Daddy, take Trick Daddy with him. Shit.
Poor old Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy doing bad enough. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Trick Daddy. I remember Trick Daddy used to be so handsome and chocolate. When he was in that, when he used to do his videos early on, he was just so handsome and chocolate. But something happened to Trick Daddy. It's one thing to gain weight. It's another thing when you start getting potholes and stuff in your skin. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Now Trick Daddy used to talk about eat a booty gang. I believe eating all that booty, all them different booties did that to him.
Man, that man look like a still star crunch cake, man.
Yes. Yeah, his face looked like a cake that done fell in the oven.
Yeah, stay too long, man. Get his old ass out of here. Time for him to go.
They said Trick got lupus, but does lupus do that to you?
Oh no. Yeah, them niggas started to make Florida look real bad. Shout out to Florida, man.
But shout out to Trick Daddy though. I like Trick Daddy. He funny. Is he still on Love and Hip Hop Miami?
He don't need to be.
Trick got some timeless hits now.
Yeah, he good. Yeah, he got that. I ain't gonna lie.
He's on because he would be the only person that's known really. I think Trina on there.
Oh my god.
Yes, lupus does that. It's an autoimmune disease. Well, I'm gonna pray for Trick Daddy. But well, you know what? I think with lupus, you have to eat healthy because it's like they said they claim it's brought on by stress. I just think they don't know how
But
it happens. But
that boy,
I'm sure, a lot of his lifestyle didn't help at all.
oh, that boy eating out the garbage can, stressed him out. Lord have
That's
mercy.
exactly what he was doing.
Eating out the goddamn garbage can, he stressed himself out.
Eating out the garbage can. Lord have mercy.
Oh my god. Gotta be more careful.
Oh,
What's going on in
Cypress.
Memphis?
Cypress.
Yo.
I had a case up there in South Memphis. I had to go in South Memphis today, like in the heart of South Memphis, down Parkway.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I don't mean no harm, but South Memphis just have a better vibe, really, than basically anywhere in the city. See, that's when I started listening to all of that old school music and stuff. I mean, it has a better vibe. Don't stop at now. Don't stop at the gas stations up there because they're gonna rob you. But
Show them folks. Show in the hell is. You sure know what song they gonna rob me now.
I tell you.
Right, these black Barbies, please do that. You were hanging out in South, you were out in South Memphis, South Vegas, as they call.
That's what they call the South Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the young junkies over there. Yeah. South Vegas.
Oh my God. I tell you, South Vegas.
Yeah.
I hope they get to cleaning up the whole Memphis though. I see a lot of people starting to build houses and stuff around the South Memphis area. Hey, Chi Town Finest. I wonder why they're not doing that in North Memphis.
Well, they know they're gonna take all the cars out that motherfucker. This shit I appreciate it. They gonna take all the cars out that motherfucker. They know what's going on.
Yep, Sun Records. Sun Records is still over there. It's over there by Southwest Community College.
Southwest. It's Southwest Community College out there in South Memphis.
Yeah, in downtown Memphis.
Oh,
Sun Records is over there, and that's still considered South Memphis.
Right there by Union and all that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, what an IHOP and all this. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know what this is. Do anybody still go to the Born On?
Yeah. They still go to Lemoyne on.
Okay. I got I got people didn't even go to this channel no more. I ain't even know. I ain't heard nobody talk about.
Mhm.
No, they
It's still a lot of students that come in from out of town and go to Lemoyne on.
oh they
They
crazy.
try and keep the campus protected, even though it's right dab in the middle of the hood.
Protected.
It's right in the middle of the heart of South Memphis.
Protected for what? They might gonna put the FBI on the cabin, man. I'm gonna be robbing every goddamn thing.
Yeah, some records is across from Southwest. It's still there.
Yeah, shout out to South Memphis though, man. Home of call, South Memphis.
Cypress, why you be hating on South Memphis? Because you scared to go into South Memphis.
I be in South Memphis more than North Memphis.
Cypress, I never believe that.
Okay.
When was you in South Memphis more than North Memphis?
I was in South Memphis a whole lot before I came down here. Always moving around though. Yep, I was down there a lot before I came down here.
Tiny says, T.I. wife says, trending on social media on Wednesday for questioning the federal government's RICO case against Sean Combs. The music mocha escaped a life sentence in prison when a jury acquitted him of RICO racketeering and sex trafficking. Combs 55 was found guilty. Okay, I don't want to read all that. Tiny says in a comment on the Shade Room Instagram blog on Wednesday, Tiny 44, Tiny is 50. Question the fairness of charging Combs just for being freaky. She wrote, people want to charge you so bad for being freaky is nasty work.
Tiny, you better chill out. They gonna come shave their goddamn mustache. She got, but you know they been on her on Ti about her. They been on her tip up out of here.
Mm.
Yeah.
They said some more charges have come up on T.I. and Tiny. I think Snoozy Cake said that the girl is Snoozy Cake. Where did you see that at?
I go on Take Street. I ain't got no problem going on Take Street. I ain't worried about it.
Oh, vibe.com.
I was gonna go somewhere tomorrow. I'm in the house all day tomorrow. I don't celebrate all this holiday shit. What's up with y'all in the chat, man? Alabama Hill, you still in the chat? Muffin, what's up?
They told Tiny, we all know how you and T.I. get down. How y'all made that case disappear. I don't know, but you should have been the last to comment.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Cypress, what you do? You ain't gonna be in Memphis?
Nah.
You must don't want to live in Memphis no more.
Hell no, I ain't living in Memphis. Oh, I come through there. I come through there, but I ain't gonna stay.
Oh, she said all sex trafficking receipts will be posted here. If you keep playing, it will be today. Stop using girls with dreams as pawns.
Who said that?
That's what the girl said to TIY.
Right, T, I gonna cut a commercial and how that shit gonna get swiped under the rug. See, man, y'all gotta quit dealing with these. Go get some women out the hood, out the project. Quit dealing with all these trying to want to be model women, man. And if y'all gonna do it, go get the woman out the projects and give her a free pack of ramen noodles and a couple of dollars and some loose cigarettes. Get on there.
She said she gonna post the receipts on her birthday, 7/19. She said I posted one today. I have enough to post every day this month. Ooh, Tiny should have just kept her mouth closed.
Well, Gotti, if nah, Gotti wasn't in no free call.
Y'all, they get ready to come after T.I. and Tiny again.
You think so? That girl dropped them receipts, they coming.
She's dropping them. She says, I didn't get to make my damn fit. I just left the damn airport. They kept pushing my fit back, which was gonna make me miss my connection. So now my ass may be switching doctors. It must be a sign. I just spoke to other doctor and they want to do everything for some promotion of some kind, child. Yeah, you're right. So that's why I'm not as pissed. Hold on. I wonder what messages is she showing. She said, post how they pass the women off to their male children next. Oh my God. So now she's saying when T.I. and Tiny finish, they pass them off to their children. Well, they're grown now, I guess. I don't know. She said, what's troubling is that my non-black friends seem more heartbroken over the pain of women of color than some women of color are over their own.
He said them girls up today ain't like them girls from PV, Harry Venus, and Walker. I know them right. Well, a little bit of nothing to get you a whole lot of everything. Now you'll wind up in court.
Mm. Oh, wow. Mm-mm. She said, "Don't taunt your go back to being quiet." She said, don't taunt your victims. They are letting you live." So this girl is claiming. Now she was Tiny's friend. She claimed that Tiny and Ti did this to her. Remember, they was going to court about it, or she was suing them about it, and then it went quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy's going down, yo.
Oh wow. It says T.I. would drop a bag. I wonder if he was ever questioned about Shawty Low. So y'all think that T.I. took out Shawty Low?
No.
Because didn't they say he had a wreck or something like that?
Yeah, he had a red. Sean Lowe had a red. I don't think it was T.I. had that. I think people just reached.
Snoozy Cake, what you think he did? Why you think T.I. did something to Shawty Low? Oh wow. They said he had some mess with Shawty Low breaks or something.
He ain't gonna never go. He ain't gonna never come with that. Low did.
I know he did, but if T.I. had something to do with it, T.I. needs to go to jail.
I don't think T.I. had. I don't know, but I don't think T.I. need to go to jail. That what happened with the beef. The niggas died. That's real beef. If that's the case, and that's what happened, niggas died when it's real beef.
She said that T.I. threatened her with a stick, and I most definitely believe it. Old fed ass nigga. Oh wow. They knew he frequented the strip club. But I wonder what kind of issues he was having with Shawty Low that he would want to kill him.
Because Shawty Low was saying he wasn't from Bankhead, which T.I. ain't from Bankhead.
He'll kill somebody for saying that?
I don't know. T.I. ain't from Bankhead.
So he was exposing T.I.
Yeah, because T.I. repping Bankhead, he ain't from Bankhead.
Where is he from?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they were saying he was from Riverside, but he ain't from Bankhead.
Well, who lived in Bankhead? Because he was always in Bankhead.
Shawty Low was originally from. That what started the beef. Shawty Low was originally from Bankhead. And Shawty Low I guess Shawty Low got mad that he was saying he was from Bankhead, but I guess he was basically like he was saying like we don't know you for being over here. A lot of us that grew up over here, we don't know you. Like basically what he said.
Young said T.I. is from Bankhead.
Could be. But Logan was like he wasn't from Bankhead. I don't even know why Low got mad. Got mad about it. It wasn't.
Evidently, Low wasn't mad. If they saying T.I. had him taken out, T.I. was the one mad, not Low.
Well, Low being mad caused for him to be out of here. Then that what happened when these niggas die. I've been saying this. Y'all don't listen to me, man. Listen, when it's real beef, listen to me. I need to say it in slow motion. Some of y'all, when it's real beef, niggas die. There you go. But it's real beef, nigga. Damn.
They said Shouted Low hit is a T.I. diss. What Shouted Low song? Who that? What was the name? That was one of my favorite songs. What was it? You know that song. You know, or they know. What's the name of that song? They know.
Yeah, I don't know what one of them, but yeah, called T.I. mentioned it in that song. What was it?
I like Shouted Low song. He was
What
real
up? What
good. He got
happened?
a lot of baby mamas.
He was like, cause I said something. He said he mentioned some people from my head, and I ain't mentioned you. That what all this. Yeah, that nigga got a lot of kids. Yeah, I think he got like 7 kids. Had like 7 baby mom.
I hate they did Shouted Low like that.
Uh, I hate Low, cause Low made some good music. Shout out, my red. Shout out to Rest Peace, shout Low. But hey, y'all, when it's real beef, niggas die. That's normally how it go.
That's messed up. I didn't know that. I like that beat. I mean, that's like a band beat. You know, I used to be a majorette, so that's like a band. I love. That's why I like that New Orleans bounce music because it's band music, really.
Hey, hello, hello, they know, hello, hello, they know, hello, hello, they know, hello, hello, they know. Shout it low, I got flavor, plus you know the kid got paper, like 40, don't save them, bankhead. Been pulling caper. The way he dropped, would've thought I had a taser. Call me treat like a razor. Shouting no ATL, I'm the mayor. Street nigga, but my gear be Taylor. Every day and then shouted Mike Rock Gator. BNF pussy. I got acres. Yeah, no more nosy ass neighbor. Give up to all my haters. Hello, hello, they know, hello, hello, they know, hello, hello, they know,
I like that song. It's still a classic. That song is still a classic. They said Tip didn't do anything to Shout It Low. Young said Tip didn't do anything to Shout It Low. Oh, I tell you.
Well, shout out to Tip. Rest in peace, shout Low, man.
Yeah, shout out to T.I. Shout out to Shout It Low. Rest in peace to Shout It Low. How long he been dead now?
For a long time. But just remember, when it's real beef, niggas die.
Wow, he was killed in 2016. It's been almost 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, they ran him out the
Rapper
road.
Shout It Low, known for his song They Know, and an abandoned reality TV show about the mothers of his 11 children died Wednesday after a car crash in Atlanta. His manager told local radio station he was 40 years old. The Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed his death. The official cause of death is pending, born Carlos Walker, the Jonesboro, Georgia native, was a founding member of the group D4L, whose song Laffy Taffy peaked at #1 on the Billboard. I don't remember that song. Let's see.
Yeah, that was one of the dance songs. Everybody was getting pregnant off that song. Big G said Dolphin gotta be one. No, Dolphin juke people real. The nigga died. God is still living.
Yeah, but the way, hey, young, yeah, but the way that I wouldn't want to live the way Gotti lives, scared to go in my house, scared of my own damn shadow. That I mean, that's a messed up way to live. You scared of your own damn shadow.
What up, y'all? What poppin'? Yeah, no, Dolphin juke be for real. The nigga died from that. And I believe that is that.
Mm. You think Gotti gonna be scared in jail? He ain't never
No,
been to jail.
no, he ain't, but he shouldn't be.
Okay. Chat Town Founder says, I think it was two females in the car with Shawty Low when he crashed. They survived, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. See, I gotta get back in this members and get back to do what I do, man. Y'all, I know, man. I'm probably gonna be in there sometime next weekend because I got things to do anyway. I'll probably be in there next week. I'll break shop and get back to being me. And so y'all stay tuned, man.
And they said Diddy beat the feds, Gotti will too. Okay. Big G, we need the bet. Y'all, why don't we do some bets on that? Because I'm willing to bet that they got enough on Gotti.
Listen, I'm gonna agree with you to a certain extent that he had the feds coming. Now,
Yeah,
Willie
Shawty Low was hard. Shawty Low was hard. I still love that song. They know. They know. I mean, that band, oh my God. He went and got the band. That's how the bands at the schools. He probably was a school band or something. TB21 said, "Don't make Cypress cry."
Now the feds coming. Hey, we all gonna be on that.
I could tell you with surety that they coming.
Now Willie hold up. I can't say that it will. We shall see. I just want to sit back and see how it gonna play out.
He said that he was a one-hit wonder. Didn't Shawty Low have another song?
Oh.
I don't think any of the songs that he had was ever as big as that song right there. I mean, them horns and that and them, what is it? The horns and the drums and stuff. It's hard to beat that.
Oh, I don't know. Cause I kind of like the foolish Johnny had on it. That was hard. And I like the remixes that they did. What was it all? They had Wayne on there, Capo. Who else? Capo. Like he had some little Johnny, but like they know like the Johnny that everybody just took to. Yeah, he had some little Johnny.
It says Diddy bitch ass still in jail, so he didn't beat shit, but his little tootsie roll. Y'all, why y'all think Diddy wanted to emasculate black men? Like, in order, if you want to be on, you got to give me the booty.
Because Clive been doing him like this for years.
Who was a kingpin? Big G. You talk about Shawty Low was a kingpin.
They shout low with that nigga out there in the hood.
Oh, Shawty Low was a kingpin. Oh.
Hey, what I told you, Memphis?
Hold on.
Also, he already had money. So Shawty Low didn't just make his money off of rap. He already had money. Susan Cake says that's why he was disrespected by T.I. saying he was the king. Oh. So what are they saying happened? What did the girls say happened? Did they say he was drunk or something like that? Did the girls ever say what happened? Because I think the girls survived. Did they say he was drunk and lost control of the car? That's why he got all those 11 kids. They trying to get a man with the girls thought he had some money. Because Miss Diddy really wants to be a that was back in my club days. Y'all, did the girls say what happened?
Yeah. Man, the cop went over the goddamn rail and threw him out there.
Yeah, that's they say the car went on. It's something weird about that. It was seen as if I don't think somebody would get drunk enough to go off of a rail. It would seem as if something was going on with them brakes. Because why would the car go off of the rail?
Did T.I. pull a whoever pulled the move with Alicia Lopez, left eye
If he was a
Lopez?
kingpin, if somebody did something to his brakes, was he in that car arguing with them girls? Were they trying to rob him or something? I mean, to go off of a rail, something was going on.
Somebody probably chasing them or something. I don't know.
It said drunk and prescription drugs. T.I. named some lamb chops after Shawty Low breaks. Young said it was a dangerous curve. Yeah, I did hear that money was taken off of him.
What you mean?
They said that, they took money from him after after their wreck.
Yeah. I gave them girls got their money. We know where they went.
Is she Johnson still up in here? Young, are you from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay, Young says that I can't see that picture if that's a man or woman. Look like it may be a Young said they was born and raised in Atlanta.
Shout out Atlanta.
Okay, the Black Barber said the police said he was going over 100 miles an hour. That's you going that fast. That's you. Once you lose control, you can't recuperate. Not going that fast.
No, you cause you out of here.
You gonna tear up yourself and anybody. I'm surprised those girls survived. But he got thrown out of the car though, right?
Right.
He got thrown out of the car over the bridge, didn't he?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, they had that boy fresh at the funeral. Hold on.
That's what it was. They said he got thrown out of the car over the pad, over the bridge, right? He was ejected from the car. It's a real bad curve, especially if you're drinking. Oh wow.
I know some people that need to be going around the curve while they drinking. I know a few people.
I got a friend from out of Florida that drives real fast. And when I'm with her, I cannot um ride with her. And she just drives fast. It's like a nerve. I don't know why. It's just like a nerve thing. And people, they just let her do it. And we was on our way to the airport one time. She was going 100, and I just couldn't hardly take it. So when we got back from out of Jamaica, she was like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna take you to the airport tomorrow." I said, "No, I tell you what. When I left the airport, I stayed at a hotel in downtown Fort Lauderdale because I just did not want to deal with her and that fast ass driver because I didn't want to have to cuss her out. Because to me, it don't make no sense to be driving all up on people. See, I did traffic. You're not even supposed to be trailing close behind people. You get a ticket for that. You get a ticket if you traveling close behind a person, they hit their brakes and you hit them, you getting a ticket because you're not supposed to travel that close to them. So I never understood why cars pull up close behind folks like that. I mean, you don't ever know if they're gonna ever hit their brakes or not. You always supposed to have some distance between them. That's why when I was out there doing traffic and I had a scene, I would get to the scene of person. They just hit their brakes. I said, okay, you getting a ticket. You responsible for the wreck. Why? Because you was traveling too close to them. Susie Cake says his family ain't never questioned his death. Well, they probably just, believe, the police told him he was drunk. They might have known that he drove fast. If the curve was a dangerous curve. I tell you. I hope he had insurance and stuff for them 11 kids he left behind.
Who's gonna be the beneficiary with 11 baby mama?
You get an insurance policy for each child.
Oh, I doubt if he thought like that.
I've been thinking about that. I was thinking about getting my insurance licenses. Because black people don't have insurance. But here's the thing that will hold me back from getting them. I don't have the type of personality to sell nothing. Because I ask somebody, do you want to get such and such? No, okay, cool. I don't try to finesse them because some people know how to finesse folks into doing stuff. I don't like finessing nobody into doing nothing. I got this. Do you want it? Do you want to do this now? Okay, cool. I'm on to the next thing. But I think that people should go and get insurance policies to so that their families can at least get burial insurance.
Right.
I think people should know about insurance because they go and get term insurance, and that term insurance will expire. They need to get whole life insurance. but they don't even get barrier insurance, and so if something happened to them, they ain't got no insurance on themselves. You can get an insurance policy and put your kids' names on them. You can put as many beneficiaries on there if you want as you want to, and divide it up. Get a $300,000 policy, and if you got 3 kids, put their name. Don't put their mother's names on them, put their names on them. Not unless you want to leave their moms. Not unless they are underage.
Man,
If
don't leave
they're
them mama
underage, of
shit.
course you would want to do that because the mother is taking care of the kids.
No, don't put the mamas on there. You be damn
Yes,
fool.
because the mother is taking care of the kids. So what
No.
I would do is I would get an insurance policy if I had underage kids. Okay, so I would get one policy and put each of their names on that policy, and then I would get yeah, that's what I would do, and I would get another policy. I didn't get another policy um and have the money or something, get some type of trust fund so that they can get some more money when they turn like 21 or something like that. I got my baby set up. These folks need to be checking their social security numbers anyways, because these some of these folks on YouTube was getting people's information and putting insurance policies on them.
In the bag.
Well, now the feds get ready to get them. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Snoozer Cake says, but the police be trailing people. Realty says, damn, he got 11 kids. Yeah, he had 11 children, sis.
Yeah, that's called being irresponsible.
Yeah.
Thank God.
But that would be a good field, though. Somebody who um has the patience to deal with people. That some people can sell water to a well. I'm telling you, they can sell water to a well. So they just know how to sell stuff. I'm just not one of those people that know how to sell things. So I always like to be involved in stuff that people need. So they need it. I got it. They gonna come to me. I never like to go to them.
Well, they need a brain. Can you help them? Yeah. I think I'd be a good insurance salesman if I had one
Yeah,
kid.
why don't you do it?
I'd be like, look, yeah, this would be very helpful to you because I can't donate to you GoFundMe. I buy none of your nasty ass cold slaw, none of that helpful. Get the goddamn insurance to save everybody some trouble.
It says get an irrevocable trust for all of your assets. Yeah, and at this date and time, it's not even good. Like I think if you're gonna don't leave a family member as the what is it called? The
Beneficiary?
executor of the will. Don't do that. Get a lawyer and make a lawyer the executor of the will. She says get an irrevocable trust for your assets. Yeah, because you want your kids and your mom and people like that, your immediate family that you leave behind, you want them to get your stuff.
Yeah.
And the earlier you get an insurance policy on your kids, the cheaper it is. You wait until they get old and stuff, it's going to go up. You should get an insurance policy on your child as soon as you can because it's cheaper to get it. Yeah, said they bring you the clients. Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to work for an insurance company. I mean, I would want for them to train me, but I just be then I want to go off on my own. An insurance company would want for me to sit in their office and and work there. I can't do it. I think the work that I do, people that know me, they go, that's so your personality. Um, with like doing investigative work. and it is my personality.
That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. I mean, some people just like to do it, like not to be nosy. You supposed to, when you're doing investigations, um I mean, you do it with a purpose, right? Most people know, well, I'm an investigator, bitch, you just nosy. You could never be. You tell everything and you give away everything and ruin every case. You ain't even got what it takes. But people don't know how to put stuff together. I'm pretty good at putting stuff together. I'm really good at getting people to tell me stuff.
Yeah.
And that's weird because I'm not good at selling stuff, and I probably could be if I wanted to. But I'm pretty good at getting people to sell me. I mean, to tell me stuff.
Y'all tell her some stuff in the comments.
I was talking. No, I don't want. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said, it's the other investigator was like, they sent you the video. Yeah, they sent it to me. They sent it right to me. It was like, we was having the hardest time getting that video. I said, it's in my. They sent it to me.
Mm. So what you think about them cutting that $17 million from the Memphis Shelby County school?
Um, I don't know. I mm. You talking about the school board, or you talking about what Trump did?
Yeah, well, Trump had put their bill out there. They said now they saying they cut $17 million from school, but hey, y'all ain't doing shit for the school anyway.
Also, that was in the big beautiful bill.
Yeah.
I almost hate to say it, but the schools don't have air conditioner. The kids were having to go home. They weren't doing nothing with the money, but they were signing all these big contracts and shit. So, I mean, why? I would think priority would be to make sure that kids are comfortable. They have a credit to teachers, paying the teachers right, and the schools are presentable. They got heating and air conditioner. I mean, that's priority, but you never hear them talk about stuff like that. So, I mean, that's $17 million less that they got to steal.
Yeah, because they show what they doing. Steal it. The kids ain't learned nothing. Hell, the teacher just graduated last year. Now they in the classroom teaching and shit. That's just all bad. All bad. But if they get rid of the big wig and all them from the school board, I think that'll be a blessing. That'll be the biggest blessing for the school board. We almost at 100% like. Yes, sir. Get the likes up.
Oh, she said it's a 1099 position. Snoozy Cake, are you an insurance agent? You're an insurance agent, aren't you? Jenna said big wig.
Yeah.
Didn't something just happen with her? Didn't something just happen?
Yeah, she admitted to handling cocaine and cash and weed. Now she was working for Fred Smith right after the man died. Now, why would you do that, dummy? And
You can't say stuff like that on the school board.
Yeah, you on the school board, dummy. And there's already people that don't like your big wig wearing that. They can't wait. A boy, and that woman had a brain, she'd be there. Yeah, you wake up after this man died, start saying, okay, I work for the man who's the nice guy. Oh, I was working for Fred Smith. I ain't handling all the cocaine and weed and cash. What? They been dragging her almost every day on Facebook today.
And she quiet now though. I don't know. Do y'all think that what she say that people take it and blow it out of proportion, or y'all think that what y'all think?
That wig fried her goddamn brain. And that's what we do. But you know you fucked up when you have my daddy's can't stay you in your dream. You know you fucked up.
That his wife was so mad.
Daddy can't see her dream.
I'm gonna tell you something. When I've had people that my loved ones to come and visit me in dreams, I mean, sometimes you remember. Hey, you remember them. They don't say a whole lot, let alone whole conversations like that. You might see them, you might ask them something, they nod their head. You may remember a thing or two that they say, but just all of that, like sentences after sentence after sentence. I don't know about that.
No. Listen, I don't know why they be saying shit. You must be finna go to heaven with them. Shit, nah, man. When they come visit you, they don't talk. They just basically trying to show you some things that maybe you don't need around you, but it's mainly when they come visit you, they showing you some good positive things that come your way.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah. Because the two times that my dad, the first two times that my dad visited me in my dreams, I remember talking to him, and like I remember like the second time he came, I was talking to him on his bedside in the hospital bed, and he got up out of the hospital bed. My dad was bedridden, almost like comatose when he died, but he got up out of the bed. He got up out of the hospital bed and walked around to me, and I was shocked that he was walking. And when he got ready to say something, it seemed like he was getting ready to say something to me. I woke up, so he didn't say nothing to me in that dream. And the third time I dreamed about him, I didn't dream about him for a long time after that. And then when I dreamed about him again, I finally got an answer from him. I remember because I was going through that situation with my stepmom and I'm trying to steal our money. I was stressed out. Somebody trying to steal $75,000 from you that your daddy left to you and give it to her girls. Got their 75,000. She wanted to take me and my sister 75,000 and divide it amongst her motherfucking grandkids. She had me fucked up. And so it was bothering me so bad that when I did dream about it, my dad was in a garden. He had a rake in his hand. And I remember saying something to him about it in the dream, and he didn't even say anything. He was just shaking his head. I asked him, I remember saying in the dream, did you mean for her to take our money or something like that and give it to her? I remember saying my half sister's child's name. He was not talking, but he was just raking and shaking his head. So that's why I know you don't really remember. They don't really be saying anything. He was just shaking his head as if he was just, in disbelief or something.
Right, like they don't say nothing at all.
Right, he was just shaking his head.
They dare to show you what's coming down the road, or if you got somebody bad energy, bad spirit around, you don't need to be around you. And then they come mad if you got bad energy and bad negative people around. But if they like coming and show you something that's positive, they ain't gonna say a word. They're just gonna show up and guide you to wherever you need to be. That's it. Now if they do some talking, you fucked up. Yeah, that's it.
She said, yeah, life and health. I would be interested in life and like home insurance and car insurance and stuff like that, but not necessarily health insurance. I don't want to be bothered with that. But I probably need to be, knowing me. I don't know if I really make up my mind. I got so many coals in the fire right now. I really make up my mind. I need to finish school. I really need to go back and take my real estate exam. My dad used to tease me all the time. He used to say, "Whatever happened to all that money I spent on their real estate class?"
It went
Because
to shopping.
he paid
It
for the
went to
real
shopping.
estate class. He paid for the real estate class. Then after the real estate class, I told him, I said I wanted to get some. They was giving like a class on tutoring. I was like, well, before I take the test, I want to go and get this tutoring from this lady. And then I finally went and took the exam. I passed the first part of the exam and failed the math part by like 2 points. And I never went back and took my real estate exam. And I think you have up to like 3 times to take it. And I probably could go and take the test now. I have to get refreshed on it. So my dad used to always say, "What happened to all that money I spent on that real estate stuff? Do you got a real estate license?" I said, "No,
Yeah,
I
real
don't."
estate shopping. Real estate goddamn shopping on goddamn computer.
You said what, Cypress?
Yeah, real estate shopping on the damn computer.
I might go take my real estate exam, but I mean, I ain't gonna listen. I would only probably be selling houses to like people that I knew. If you call me, you want to put you sell me a house? Yeah, because I ain't get ready to advertise it.
But them the worst paid people to sell on to the people.
Ooh, yes, they are. Listen, even with the bail bonding, like my cousins and them, they the worst. Listen, I was writing up a bond for my cousin one day, and he act like he never had his ass. He been in jail. He older than me. He's like 60. Ever since I was a little girl, that ass been going to jail. He stayed in jail more than he stayed out. And I couldn't even. He was constantly calling my auntie, Chrissy, where? I said, dog, you act like you ain't never been in jail before. You've been in jail your whole life. We can't even finish doing the paperwork and stuff because you keep calling.
Y'all must don't put him on the block list.
His mama should have put him on the block list. My auntie he had wear my auntie to death. So can they have me out in an hour? I said I ain't even finished with the look. Don't start no mess now. Now his ass out and my auntie said he back doing the same stuff. Get ready to go take his ass right back.
I can't deal with people like
I
that.
told him, I said, I could have really made, if it had been anybody else, I would have really made a bag off of them. But because it was him, I let him pay half, and then I did and then I let him do like a pay the other half monthly. I made a bag off of him, but I still could have made a bigger bag. That's the thing about your family and friends and stuff. They don't be having it. And then can I just, because they're supposed to pay 10%. He had a $50,000 bond. I let him, and instead of getting the whole, because my auntie and them was coming up with that. Instead of getting the whole 5,000, I let them bring 2,500 up in there and just put him on a payment plan for the other 25.
Oh no, they gotta go no. Hell no. See, I couldn't get into that no stuff like that because I don't like my family no way.
As he paid the other 25, I still get, every time he pay, I get a commission. He just ain't pay it all at the one time. His ass gonna be back in jail, according to my auntie, before he finished paying the rest.
He playing.
No, I know he didn't. He brought 3,000. They brought 3,000 because his little girlfriend ended up bringing a little bit more. They brought 3,000, and I got 40% of that three.
Oh, that's nice. Look. What's up with y'all in the chat, man? What's going on with popping, man? I don't think I'm doing nothing tomorrow. Just sleeping all day. I hope somebody pop out tomorrow for 4th of July.
I'm sure everybody gonna pop out because they're gonna be at home.
And I'm coming out. Going live.
In Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Snoozy Cake. Up there by Knoxville. Which would be closer to you. Hey, 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 hey! Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I tell you though, my cousins and stuff I was saying when I was working for the sheriff's office, when I would walk through that jail, I promise you, each and every time I walked through that jail, I knew I just about at least once a week, I knew somebody was gonna be hollering out my name. Hey, cuz, Chrissy. I'm like, oh my God, I know that voice. It would be one of my cousins. They down there ass sick. Not only is you in jail, but you done got put in the damn hole.
Okay. I hope they change that jail around.
I think they're trying to build a new jail, but here's the thing. They don't want to build it downtown. They wanted to build it like a new jail and put it like out, far out. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Everything is always right in the midst of downtown. Really? I think they have them in different places, but now it's like in Pigeon Forge, Snoozy. Like this year, Pigeon Forge,
Pigeon for what?
Tennessee.
I can't stand up there.
What? It's beautiful up there. Oh my God, it is so beautiful.
Yeah,
now I can't deal with them hills. Like when you go when you driving on those streets, the hills and stuff are too steep. They got like S curves. I don't know how they do it. It be foggy, but it's so beautiful. But they said the bears might come out.
Who want to be around shit like that? The bears.
I don't want to be around the bears, but
hell no. A man like mom flying around them curves when I went out there.
I just don't like those steep curves. I don't like no S curves, and I don't like when you're going up, like driving up the street, you going up and down hills. Like when you come down the hill, ain't no telling what might be down there. You can't even see over those hills and those streets.
So came on flag come around them too. I said, oh hell no. This ain't it.
I mean, it's cool to do though, because one thing about it seems like everybody goes to jail, but it's just, I mean, those bondsmen that be up in there every day make a lot of money. They do. They make a lot of money. If
So they,
you in
so,
if you in the Memphis area, you need to be bailed out of jail. Call me, but you need to have some money because I don't. You need at least half of whatever your bond is, or all, because I can't fool with you if you ain't got it.
well, you know, them I with the niggas that always go to jail. The niggas that ain't got it.
Well, then they're gonna have to get that. They're gonna have to. They folks gonna have to sell some fish plates and come up with it.
So they done went up now, ain't it? Like when you gotta pay more than 10% now, though.
No, you have to pay 10%. You have to pay a bill tax. So you have to pay 10% plus $37. 10% plus 37. I mean, if you got a $500 bond, that's, I mean, you don't have to pay all of that. That's $50. Yeah, if you got $100 bond, I mean, you just have to pay the whole 100. I mean, because ain't nobody gonna make $10 off no bond. You got to pay the whole 100.
Right.
137.
Right. Like, yeah, you might well pay the whole 500. You got to pay the whole 500.
Yeah, pay the whole 500. But now it's 10%. It's 50. All you have to do is pay 50. If you got $1,000 bond, 10% is 100. So you got to bring the whole 137 up in there. I hope I'm saying that right, because sometimes my brain get thrown off. 10% of 1,000 is 100, right?
Yeah.
So it would be 100 plus the bail tax plus, so it would be 137.
Now, you might well go pay the whole 5. You gonna pay 137. You might well pay the whole 5.
No, what I mean, if you got the whole 1,000, you may as well just go on and pay through the 24-hour clerk's office and just pay and get out. But yeah.
It's the broke niggas that come and go to jail. Yeah, but always the niggas. One of the niggas ain't know they ain't got no money put back. In the life y'all live, you going to jail. And they'll be the very niggas mad talking about nobody mess with them. The nigga, you don't mess with you. You know, life you in, you know the police is coming.
Mm-hmm. And they be the ones showing the ones that ain't got no money. They shows out the worst. Yep, they show out the worst. Just like the ones that be in the ones that used to be in jail, the ones with the worst charges, the ones that need to they get out there commit all them heinous crimes. You think that they go crawl they asses up under a rock and not want to be seen or heard, but they act the worst fools.
Yeah. Yeah. Always.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on.
I'm gonna be in the house tomorrow. I don't think I'm coming out. But I'm gonna be somewhere chilling. What y'all gonna be doing tomorrow, man? Hey man, what y'all ribs gonna be looking like tomorrow, man?
I wonder if my friend, sometimes this neighborhood have like a block party out there in East Memphis, and they have like a lot of different people to come through. Everybody barbecue and all of that. A neighborhood block party. Let me see if they're gonna be doing that because the last time I went, they had some. His neighbor like had some real good barbecue.
Yeah.
She said, I hate to go to jail because I'm the one everyone called to bail them out. My boyfriend better get there on two wheels about me. I'm telling you, girl.
I know. I hope Memphis have a good, quiet 4th of July, even though I don't celebrate this holiday crap. Salute to everybody that do. But I don't really care for the holidays. So the members been lit, huh?
Hmm. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to do a members tonight. I messed around with 3 hours and I'm tired.
Do a 4th of July tomorrow.
Huh?
I said, just put it out to tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Put it out till tomorrow. Cause I'll be up early in the morning. Anyways, I'm ready to get off of here, you guys. I enjoyed being on here with y'all tonight. I'm ready to get off because I'm tired. I'm so happy that I ain't got to do nothing tomorrow. Oh, I do got to edit a show to schedule for tonight, for tomorrow. I mean, so anyways, you guys. Hey, I enjoyed being on here with you all. I love you guys. Thanks for coming up, Cypress.
For sure, and we need a 4th of July live tomorrow. Somebody between you and Hilda, somebody we need a 4th of July live tomorrow.
Well, I'll probably do in the morning. He'll probably do tomorrow evening.
All right. Good night,
All right,
everybody.
you guys. Talk to you all later.
All right.